Hey y'all, I have been on a big rock hop. I checked out all the sites for Washington beaches. We've been to so many different places. Best one so far is Damon Point, Washington, for agates, chalcedony, different things. I found so many different little things on this beach right here. But check this out. Here's the actual informational going on here. We've been staying at that Quinault Marina and RV Park, which has been just like the best, even with the storms. So, when you get to Damon Point, check your tide chart first. This is what it looks like if it is high tide, and you are not going to be able to get out to the points because the water comes up over this first part right here, and it is usually even slightly just a little bit worse. So make sure you check your tide chart come maybe 2-3 hours before low tide, and then you'll be able to get across for sure. But once you get out there, it's so beautiful. There are pebbles and rocks and shells and of course the ocean and everything that you could possibly walk by. There's a lot of quartz I found out here, and so it makes it very hard to spot these agates that are on this beach. But there's definite seashells. There's so many different things to check out. The wind was blowing, I had to show y'all. It looked like sand dunes. But before you get to the point, the rocks are pretty sparse. And this right here is my very first Poppy Jasper that I found out here at Damon Point. And I always be checking the tide because it is coming for you to say hello. It loves to say hello. Now this is the right gravel closer to the end of the point. Get a lot more gravel out there. And it is all getting thoroughly washed and changed on a daily, every tide. Most of the agates that we did find are tiny. However, many of them are very ornate once you do find them. It's another one we found, just glowing in the sun. Oh, I was going to tell y'all too, when it gets down to lower tide, the beach itself starts sloping a lot more major, and it gets very slushy. So be careful when you're walking in there, because with that tilt, that sneaker waves could come get you very easily. Do y'all see it? Did y'all see it glowing? Yep, right there. But these are possibly about standard for what you might find. We did find some larger ones buried by chance. It's very hard. So if you find one agate out at Damon Point, consider yourself very lucky. But they are there. Other than that, it is one beautiful walk. It's about 1.5 miles, I think, to the tip. So plan on about a 3-mile hike. You got bird sanctuaries. But if you don't find any agates, when you get back to the rocks, look at all the different things that you could see. And don't forget, there's always sand art. But check these out. I found some sea anemones over here on the rocks, plus the starfish. All the barnacles and stuff. I wanted to show y'all these sea anemones because the fact that look at them. They got their little spiky things, but when they're closed up, they are absolutely covered in rocks. Check them out over here. That's big clumps of them. And it's like they're sticky on the outside, so they collect rocks themselves. I think they're a bigger rock collector than me. And then barnacles. Oh, a clam. When the rocks are uncovered, they are just like, just so many amazing things on them. I have no idea what those are. If somebody knows, let me know. And then a big clump of, I'm going to say eggs. I don't know what kind of eggs. There's lots of different things. The sea anemones are so amazing. They're so bright. I tried to get y'all an underwater picture. Sorry. Oh, but there is something new at Damon Point also. These last 3 or 4 days that I have been here, they have been putting down loads upon loads of rocks. I'm not sure where the rocks came from yet. If I find out, I will let y'all know when I have an update. But look at them. They're so colorful. They are not fully washed off yet. They are tumbled looking to me. So I'm going to say that they came out of a river, like close to a river. And they're doing this because the last storm kind of had some higher waves and kind of tore up some of the land. So they're trying to fortify it. But look at all this colorful rock out here. There is no telling what is going to be inside this. I've definitely been looking for agates. There's a little RV park. Lots of color, lots of reds. Oh, in the one agate I have found so far. It's a pretty big one. But then we've also been to South Beach. Here's its beach. It is very short. This is low tide. Check out that pearl. It's beautiful. Some of the in the sea. There are lots of rocks here. I've looked at them and looked at them on this little short piece because I didn't go down close to the water. I was a little scared. But there seems to be some quartz seams going through them, and it looked like good potential to find some of the one-eyes. I did not find any while I was out here though. There's a beautiful little campground here also. Oh, and then we hit Ruby Beach. Now, supposedly, this beach was supposed to have possible garnets in the sands. And I came at almost low tide. I don't think it was full low tide. It's gorgeous, gorgeous here. Just beautiful views. But I was not able to find any garnets. I went sifting through sand and everything trying to find T-tinies, and it just gave me nothing. So it might have been the day. Maybe it hasn't had a good enough storm yet. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's been so long ago that they found the tinies that they just aren't here anymore. But the views alone make this beach completely worth the stop. This is a little fresh water. I'm trying to mix with some salt water here. Coming in down off the hills. It's very clear. It's a great day, just enjoying the sunshine and getting out to see what we can find. I did find what I think was possibly some common opal here. It was very smooth, very opal-y to me. And then we hit Cape Disappointment State Park on our way in, actually. And this was high tide when we came. They recently had storms, and it's giving everybody a lot of driftwood. But this was a great stop. This was actually like a stop for us because of the fact that it was the end of the Lewis and Clark Trail. We've followed this trail since, gosh, North Dakota. So many different stops on it. To finally get to the end of one was really pretty cool. But here are some of our best finds over the last couple weeks. Exploring up and down the whole coast from Longview up. And seashells. They stopped me in my tracks. I had to grab a couple. Different little things that I'm definitely going to be taking home to tumble. We found sand dollars, sea glass, poppies, agates, a whole barnacle, cockle shells. But I hope y'all have a great day.